As WORLD celebrate the World Patient Safety Day 2023 with the theme Engaging Patient for the Patient's Safety, the celebration seeks to raise global awareness of the need for active engagement of patients, their families and caregivers in all settings and at all levels of healthcare to provide and improve patient safety. As one of the core mandates of the Federal Medical Center Jalingo in providing efficient healthcare service delivery, the center, supported by the World Health Organization and other partners, took to the streets of the hospital premises to create awareness among patients, patients' relatives, and caregivers. In the conference hall of the hospital, where the event came to its crescendo, the medical director, Dr. Aisha Shehu Adamu, represented by the head of clinical services, Dr. Joseph Kuni, in a keynote address, stated that this year's theme is looking at actively involving patients and their families in the healthcare to offer them an opportunity to contribute to their safety and that of the healthcare giver as a whole.
The theme of this year's celebration is Engaging Patient for Patient Safety with the slogan, Elevate the Voice of Patients. This recognizes the importance of actively involving patients, their families, and caregivers in their healthcare. This act, along with other stakeholders in the healthcare system, will lead to a better and safer service delivery because it will offer patients the opportunity to contribute to the safety of their care and that of the healthcare system as a whole.
With the slogan, Elevate the Voice of the Patient, the representative of the State Coordinator WHO and the focal person, Dr. Okeke, in a lecture called on all stakeholders to ensure the involvement of patients in policy formulation through provision of platforms for diverse patients to raise their respective voices and preferences to advance safety.
So when I say World Patient Day, you said elevate patient voice. World Patient Day.
Elevate patient voice.
World Patient Day.
Elevate patient voice.
Okay, so this is a very important season and time. The hallmark of everything we're going to be talking about, we're going to be doing, is in a bid to improve the health care that we provide to our patients, and of course, in general, improve the health system. Okay? Now, I will just give a brief objective of this season. We have 4 objectives why we do what we are doing today. Number 1 is to raise awareness. To raise awareness on the need for us to engage the patients, their family members, and of course the caregivers. The number 2 is to engage policymakers, healthcare leaders, and healthcare workers in general on what we are talking about today. Number 3 is to empower the patient. So what we are doing today is the 2, awareness, raising, and then of course engaging. Then it is expected that after this time, the patient should be empowered to be involved in their health care. Then, of course, we need to now pay advocates for urgent action to be taken to put this to work. There's need for a paradigm shift. Mostly what is the most common is where the patient just receives what the healthcare has to give, and the patient is not involved. So we are shifting from healthcare workers centered to patient-centered approach to care. So when patients are actively involved in their healthcare and have a say in their treatment, it can help identify and prevent errors and improve communication and enhance overall safety. And of course, when patient is safe, automatically the healthcare provider is also safe.
The Deputy Head of Clinical Services, who is also the chairman of the organizing committee for this year's World Patient Safety Day, Dr. Elachi Graham, in his closing remark, emphasized the importance of celebrating the event, stating that in a healthcare center like Federal Medical Center Jalingo, the patients are the center of attention, hence the need to actively involve them. He further appreciated their partners for making the day a success.
The importance of this day cannot be overemphasized. And like we've seen, some patients are here, some patient relatives are here. Some of them have said one or two things about their concerns. We've been able to answer some, hopefully satisfactorily. And we believe that going forward, the Federal Medical Center has positioned herself to answer even more of these questions as they arise. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for making this day. Without you, this day will not be what it is. It is our belief that we have achieved the aim of the day, and we will do our utmost best to put the patient in the center of all our activities here. Accord them the respect they deserve, listen to them when they have questions, answer them appropriately, and care for them like you would care for your own.